Well, second guy, it's Hitman. Are you ready to hit some mans?
I can't wait.
Oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Because we are not only going to be hitting some mans, we're going to be hitting all the mans. That's right. I have been asked to play Hitman 1, 2, and 3, which have been released as DLCs for this game. So, in other words, we're going to be going through all of it. Everything. This is going to be the full Hitted Man experience.
We're going to be hitting mans all over the world of assassination. Is that what you're saying? The topographically accurate world of assassination in the background?
Yes, exactly. And I mean, boy, do you really. This is a real globe hopping type of game. Side missions, I don't know. We'll see about that when we get there. But to start out, we are going to in fact do the whole tutorial. It's a pretty, straightforward sort of way to get a look at the game, but it is also a good intro into the world of assassination. And so we begin. Agent 47 stares off into the distance, looking at the mountains.
Now, are we in Hitman 1? Is this like just the tutorial level for Hitman 1 and it's part of the story?
I'm gonna be honest, I am not super familiar with the Hitman series. One thing that I do know is that the original Hitman started out with you killing a amusement, disgraced amusement park magnate, which definitely does not happen in this one. I mean, I trust that it's supposed to be, at least mostly accurate to games, but I'm really not sure.
Someone like
Diana is going to be important.
Secrets are our stock and
That's your that is your
Besides, from
handler.
what I hear, you have a few of your own. I'm not like you, in case you're wondering. I'm in the handler program. Agents and handlers work in unity. You know the expression, know your enemy? Well, that part is my job.
Knowing your enemy is only half the victory.
I know. You also need to know yourself. I'm working on it. I read your case file. Impressive work. Hardly textbook, but I suppose fieldwork never is. Tell me, what did it feel like, taking lives?
Random. Disordered.
Is that why you came here? Why you let us test you?
Maybe I'm not the only one being tested.
Well, we are here. Basic training starts at 0600 hours. I should leave you to prepare.
So the Hitted Man is a pretty stoic type of character. She is going to be doing most of the talking throughout the game.
I am.
Okay.
There are no second chances, Miss Burnwood. Not here.
I choose him.
May I inquire why? A blank slate? Antisocial? Apathetic and unresponsive? No doubt the boy shows promise, but...
Perhaps
Runs a
I see
YouTube channel where he
possibility
plays a lot of dead cells.
imitation. Isn't that what a handler does, sir?
we'll see. Anyone can kill Miss Burnwood. He still remembers nothing?
If he does, he's not sharing.
We will check up on his story. The hospital in Romania. In the meantime, keep him under close watch.
Okay, and that leads us into the first mission here, which is, I mean, like I said, not like a very complicated mission or anything, but I think aesthetically I really like it, which is maybe the real reason why I want to kind of show this one off.
So is this a real, like, place? This is a real people? It's a, it's like a
It is, I mean, in the sense that it exists in the real world, but I mean, it is also like made out of cardboard and, you know, like plywood.
This is like is this like a pure training mission? Like this is like a joke thing?
No, it's actually, it's apparently very real, which is weird, but you know, we are working for an evil assassin corporation. It's like that the value of human life maybe is not quite the same thing that you would expect.
So this is an actual training mission, but you're not actually killing people. That's neat.
They actually do have a little line about that, like, we have very good insurance. It's like, yeah. But yeah, as you can see, I love just like the style here.
Yeah, and it's a great conceptual bit. I like that a lot.
Yeah, so yeah, the basics of the entire thing. I mean, pretty much, the game is a stealth game. All right, let's like outline the entire thing here. So Hitman as a game, this is a slow, meticulous, a very open sort of stealth game. What you're pretty much intended to do is, you know, sneak around and then use the many abilities to murder people that they give you. It's a gigantic murder sandbox. I mean, it's like we're watching the story, we're going to be going through the story and everything. I would not say that this game is that's important at all. It's like everything in this game was very clearly developed with the idea that you're going to use things to murder people, you know, as a murder sandbox first, and then anything else second. But I mean, of course, you know, right now it's just the training. So this is actually a significantly smaller area, and you know, it's simpler to go through than anything else that we're going to be doing.
So you're on camera, right? Like you like this company has cameras, right?
Oh, this is training for me.
Yeah, so they're watching you right now. They're commentating in your ear about how well.
We may as well be like the heads of the ICS right now with how we're looking at this.
How you doing?
It's like, he's doing a good job. He took out that guy without being looked at at all.
There cannot be more than 10 people who are working in those vests. How would they not recognize you?
I mean, it's look, it's a shadowy, like super assassin organization. I honestly, okay, look, there's only so much I know about the actual story of Hitman, but I think that this is like a Nyan cult-like sort of corporation. Like they do stuff like, instead of saying "Oh my God," they say "Oh my Callisto" and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So it's like I said, the emphasis on the value of human life is perhaps a little bit skewed.
Yeah,
maybe. It's like it's ridiculous. And by the way, like Agent 47. One of the few things I know is that it's like he's Agent 47 because he has like 47 chromosomes, because you know the developers went to the same school of biology that Metal Gear did.
Yeah, of course. More genes is always better.
Always better. I mean, at least I think that's what it is. Honestly, I don't know. I know very little about Hitman. This is mostly my my introduction to the series. Watched people play like a little bit of the roguelite mode. Yeah, good thing we have insurance right there. It's like, yeah, insurance to cover a wrench thrown, you know, a meter away directly into a guy's face.
I see what you're getting at.
Shadowy, like, you know, Nyan cult-like organization. I don't know. Maybe they got like the Lazarus baths or something down the sewers, or up in North Antarctica, the Northern Pole, wherever we're at right now.
Okay. I'm assuming a Lazarus bath would bring you back to life. It's a very, very cold bath or something. It's like cryogenics.
It's a Batman thing.
Okay.
The Lazarus pits.
Okay.
That's what Ra's al Ghul uses to remain alive for hundreds of years or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Look, there are some comic book fans that are really going to appreciate that reference, although I did call it the bath, not the pits. So
yeah, so one thing I'm a little bit troubled by is, as a AAA game, this clearly looks a lot better than most of the games you play. This just like
the funny thing though is that it's like I'm not even playing this on like max settings or anything. My computer couldn't possibly handle that, so this could look even better.
Like faces look bad from a distance, but they don't look bad. They look pretty good up close.
We are this game definitely falls into that uncanny valley type of thing where it's just like it's good, but too good. It's like, yeah, unlike, say, I don't know, Sexy Brutale, which is, again, the game that we're probably going to end up comparing this to an awful lot, which is weird, given that, you know, usually it would be the other way around, but what can I say? That's the frame of reference we got here. That game had a very cartoony art style. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, we're definitely in, this uncanny valley, because it's like, it's clearly, like, it is a computer graphics. These are people who are being generated but it looks pretty good. Like it's almost there.
Yeah, graphics have been getting great. It's just, hey, what other AAA games do I play on this channel?
Yeah,
for God's
exactly.
sake?
No, I'm.
Where it's, what are we going to compare this to? Ghost of Tsushima? Which, I mean, yeah, that did look good too, but you weren't on that series.
Yeah, I actually watched that whole series. That's
That
not.
game was okay.
Uh-huh.
It was a totally and completely okay experience.
Yeah, completely adequate.
I had fun. It took me way too long to get the Fundoshi outfit. Oh, yeah. Actually, that is a thing. Speaking of that, in this game, there is like an entire thing, which is a silent assassin rank, going through the entire thing without getting caught at all or seen or anything like that. In a suit. Never changing outfits or anything like that, being in the classic one that you saw on the starting screen there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
I'm
you
sorry.
can very much do some interesting challenges in here.
I'm distracted by the fact that this is a synthetic, like a simulation that they've set up for you. This guy has an
I
inner
don't
life.
know how they justify that.
This guy clearly is pretty smart, pretty visionary person, and it's just like has an inner life, apparently being set up by the company in this boat. And
No,
they're
well,
just
this
like,
is a recreation of a mission that did in fact happen.
Oh, okay.
So that guy is playing the part of him, but I did definitely shoot him with a gun there.
So-
the one time I'm going to be using the gun in this entire playthrough, in all likelihood.
But you've subdued employees of the company, and presumably everyone here is.
Nyan cult-like. This is the Illuminati here. Like, what do you want me to say?
So do you get more points?
That guy
if you-
could have been, like, cloned or something for all I know.
Did you have to kill anyone to do this training? Like, you could have a few people subdued, but
I am a hitman.
I suppose, yeah. Like, not a
It's like, it would
stealth
be
man.
weird to be like, well, I mean, do I have to kill anyone?
Like, I guess there is some logic there where, that would break the whole game if you asked that question.
Yo, there's a lot of questions you're going to be asking about that. For example, how does a man who has a very clear barcode on his head not attract any sort of suspicion when, he walks out of the bathroom, when he walks into a bathroom and then walks out in a completely different outfit, and the person that was in there doesn't walk out?
The thing I could think of is maybe they've developed some kind of psychic thing where, okay, you look at this guy's face and you just kind of turn away by instinct.
As far as I know, there is no act. Okay, I guess I can't say for sure, but I don't think there is a supernatural element to this game.
I see. I mean, it seems pretty shockingly naturalistic in the way that they present the motives. Like, you literally will kill somebody with a household object.
Very well.
Oh, don't worry, it's gonna get very wacky. The sort of way that I murder people.
Welcome back,
That's a pretty funny way. Like, you seem very happy about
Every
that.
challenge you face can be overcome.
I mean, it is the game.
Complete this
Well, you're
What is
good
a
at it.
game if not to be happy about killing people?
Like,
strategy.
Well,
it's like, get
don't
good.
take that out. Don't take that out of context.
Okay. The Clippers are already.
All right. Well, anyway, so yeah, there are a bunch of different ways you can do this, and this is, and I was kind of sent through like, do it like this, but there's a bunch of different ways you can do this. Now, in this first episode, I am going to be, like, I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
In future episodes, we're gonna get like the full-on type of first look where I walk around, I try and figure out how I want to approach stuff, but try and figure out like my ingress and egress and everything like that. Have the full plan here. But here, just to begin, it's like I wanted to at least do the first mission, so I knew what I was doing.
I have a question. So, those people on the ship, it's all recreating something, like a
Yes.
scenario. And
Calvin Ritter, I think the guy's name was. Yeah, Calvin Ritter. It says in the upper left corner. It was apparently a real person who was assassinated on his boat in this way.
So they
and
just
they're
have
just like,
to-
yeah, we're going to do that for this mission.
so they just have to live their entire lives acting out, because if you only had it like an hour a day, then people would get suspicious. It would be like people would be on edge. They'd be very aware what's happening. Why am I asked to redo this recreation? But if it's 24 hours a day, well then you're not on
And at any
guard.
point in time, this man could throw a wrench at your face.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's a great job. It pays really well. It's got great benefits.
You
and
get to work for the Illuminati. It's like, come on.
And all you have to do is pretend to be a ship, a bartender on a ship. Top of the morning to you, gentlemen. And
yeah, and then Calvin gets shot.
And then
and
once
that was definitely a real bullet.
And there's a 2% chance that you will get murdered, you will get shot in the head, and your body will be hidden and no one will ever know. And there's a 5% chance that sometime in your life you'll just get thrown into a locker. And the company you work for hasn't disclosed this to you at all, of course.
Oh, they absolutely have disclosed this to you. You know exactly.
No,
what
I
you're
mean,
doing when
if
here.
you're one of these workers here, you don't know. You don't know.
Don't you? I don't know. I think that if you're taking exception with this in particular, this is going to be a very difficult series to get through.
It's going to be a long series either way.
True. It's like this is one of those games, much like Shovel Knight, which I'm also playing concurrently with this, where it's like somebody decided that they're going to get me to play 4 games while just asking for 1.
Concurrently, I thought you hated it. That's got to be that's like a vaudeville joke. That might be the worst. All right, moving on from that.
Oh, because every game that I play are ones that I absolutely adore. We were just talking about AAA games that I play on the channel.
Yeah.
But as everybody knows, I absolutely love,
You love Horizon Zero
open
Dawn.
world, AAA, RPG. I'm still... Look, Horizon wasn't that bad.
This is a role-playing game where you role-play as a hitman.
Oh my god, shut up.
Sorry. I'm just like...
Anyway.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, it's a gigantic murder sandbox, and there's just a bunch of things all over the place that, at any point in time, you can just kind of make an accident happen and totally miss the guy.
A quick sandbox.
I wasn't even close. What the hell? Anyway.
Back already?
Seriously, dude, that would have been pretty easy if he was actually in the right position.
Yeah, this is like some...
So anyway, alternate timeline, or what? I guess this is technically just a simulation, so it can be internally consistent.
Yep.
Anyway, I picked up the Ratatouille, yes, poison. So I'm just gonna be like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow, and you're just going from emetic rat poison, you're going to Ratatouille. Okay.
Wait, that's what it says on the package.
Okay.
Look, I didn't name this. Go blame whoever made this video game. I don't actually know.
Okay.
Anyway, now that it has now that I've poisoned it, it has a big green Sims-like stink cloud over it.
It's a sign, Calvin.
Because this game strives for realistic sort of.
Yeah. I'm getting very
except for
Acme
that.
vibes from this game. This is the Wile E. Coyote trying to kill the Roadrunner.
Cannot die.
Oh,
You're not
you don't
a
even know.
superhero, Calvin. They don't exist.
I would say that this game is basically what if Wile E. Coyote was this the Hitman. All right, this is not a sort of deadly poison. This is the sort of vomiting poison, and I get the feeling right now that this is going to be a pretty just common thing throughout this, given that it is a stealth game and everything. Although I can shoot everybody in the head, it's just
Does he poison? Does he throw him to death? Is that what we're looking at?
There are poisons that you can use,
Or
if you get your hands on cyanide.
This is just
or
to
something,
get him
but
into
this one is not that kind.
Okay, yeah.
And just walk right in the bathroom. Nobody's gonna care.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Pretty much over at this point.
Yep. I mean, it's given that nobody saw me do this. Yeah. Look, nobody saw me do this. It's that's really all I need to do, right?
All the bathrooms have very convenient lockers set up.
Also, I mean, hey, don't you have like, I don't know, some place you
linen
could stash a
closet.
body in your bathroom?
Not really. And honestly, I'm starting to look at
Damn,
options.
I thought I was gonna get you there.
Yeah, no, I mean, what you've really revealed to me is that I need to get a bigger bathroom.
True, or at the very least, like, I don't know, you an area underneath the sink or something
What are those linen things? from
large enough
IKEA?
to fit a full-grown man.
Exactly.
Well, anyway, yeah, as you can see now, here's the point where I'm just like, wait, how do I get out of here now? Can I jump off the side? No.
Just mingle. Call an audible.
Look, we're already done. I just gotta locate. Okay, I'm just gonna go out the front again. Whatever.
I like that you're just like running. Like, there's no reason for it. Just walk.
It really feels like people should notice if you're running around. And then, yeah, I could go for the car, but at the same time, that's boring. Let's go for the boat. 'Cause
I guess-
boats are cool.
If you saw somebody running out on like a cruise ship like this, you wouldn't be like, "Oh, that probably they probably murdered somebody." It's like, no. You'd be like,
If you see somebody like running inside of a mansion, running inside of like let's say fancy
museum.
fashion show or something, you'd probably be suspicious. Which is why it's like, gameplay wise, it is like, it makes sense that nobody's gonna notice you, but I do end up walking probably a lot more than necessary.
I mean, you just assume somebody's in a hurry. Like, oh, okay, they've got an important.
Somebody's
call.
in a hurry in the middle of like
Yeah,
I just
in the
got
middle of a
word.
mansion,
Romania was
like
good.
dressed up as a
saying
like
that
house
he
cleaning.
yeah, they've got to close the deal.
enough.
Otherwise, they get fired
We found
or
no
at
trace
least
that
get a
your
state
man
of
was ever
set of
there.
steak names or
anyone
whatever.
else for that matter.
I mean, yeah, like nobody saw me there. I got the silent assassin rank.
We'll
The
keep
game
digging.
said I did a good job.
But frankly, it's as if the Earth just spat him out. Are you still determined?
Does it matter? I was told there'd be no second chances.
Don't believe everything you hear, Miss Burnwood.
My decision stands.
Very well.
It is weird seeing Agent 47
watching.
like pacing around there.
Yeah.
It's like makes him feel like he has that's like the most personality, where he's getting actually impatient about something that we might see for the entire game.
That's interesting.
The
yeah.
high point of
So are they
trained
talking to him, or are they
is an
only
active
viewing him
agent.
through the
The
one-way
target
mirror?
is
No, that's like an interview, an interrogation room.
Oh,
is what it
okay.
is.
Yeah, yeah.
I look through like the one-way
Sodas
glass
caught up with
dealio.
Knight at a
Yeah, yeah.
military airfield in Cuba and eliminated him against all odds. This will be your objective as well.
Same thing as before, but this time it's
ICA
military
exams
base.
aren't normally
So this is
difficult.
another
Not only was
cardboard
the airfield a
situation.
virtual fortress, but
I mean,
it
you can
even
see,
added additional
yeah, you can see that pretty
guards.
clearly.
Sodas wants you to fail. He
Again,
considers you a threat, and this way,
spending
your unfortunate
24
access
hours a
to the
day
program won't raise any eyebrows.
recreating, I guess, just
If he thinks we're
recreating
bowing out,
being on military.
he's sorely mistaken.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so I actually failed this one quite a few times. Well, okay, I didn't even fail it. I just didn't do it as good as I wanted it to be.
Also,
So
there's 2 tests, and it's the final test. Okay.
exactly. Yeah, no, we're going out into the real world after this one. Now, at this point in time, I'm tossing around coins. Tossing around coins is like a classic Hitman thing. I think even all the way back in the first game, it's like that's your standard distraction type of deal. And there you go. Now, normally you wouldn't just want to like leave a body around here or whatever, but at the same time, it's like this is a bunch of fake cardboard nonsense. So, Anyway, the real thing is that this is your introduction to this guy likes to stab himself with a fake knife at noon every single day. It's like, wow, that would be an easy way to kill him.
He does.
Which is again the easiest way to kill him. No. It's some of those things are almost like it's almost that much. But
It's like he shaves with a straight razor every day at the same time. Okay,
he
that makes
shaves with an
sense.
automatic rifle every single day.
Yeah, it's
All we need to do is replace the shaving bullets with real bullets.
I think that's the.
Oh, come on now, really.
That's part of the Knives Out franchise, I believe. That happens.
I mean, I think that it's. I don't. like, it's one of these things where I'm just, I'm kind of like weighing my options. Is like, hey, do I want to do this like every single time when they introduce like, hey, here's the specific way you can kill this person? It's like, do I want to do that? Do I want to do like it less predictable? Would it be more interesting, less predictable, or would it just kind of be like, you know, maybe slightly more frustrating and more likely that I'm going to get a worse rank?
What music is it?
Oh, there's no music. It's just kind of like static.
Oh, okay.
The entire thing is just that it wasn't even distracting the right person. I can see what I'm kind of trying to do here. Just like, yeah, there we go. Toss a coin. I mean, that's the entire thing where it's just like, a lot of this, if I wasn't doing the special kills for stuff or whatever, you know, like the story things. Ooh, poison. I'm not even going to use that here, but still. What was I saying? Yeah, it's like I'd probably just be throwing around coins, and then I would be choking out the person when they went to go investigate. It's like I feel like that would, you know, or throwing around, I don't know, like, throwing around like bricks, or throwing around like cans of soda or whatever. There's a lot of different things you can pick up in this game and throw.
Do people ever engage you in conversation in this world?
Yeah, they do in fact.
Okay.
I mean, in fact, if you like just stand in front of a person, they'll be like, "Why are you just looking at me?"
Okay, that's interesting.
But I mean, of course, it's one of those things where, as of right now, that shouldn't be an issue because, you know, with the way I'm dressed and everything, nobody's really even noticing me.
No.
After all, at any point in time, I can use my detective vision, as you could call it, to just see if there's anybody that would actually recognize me as, or not recognize me, as the case may be.
Do you have to get in
Like
the
that
plane and fly it?
Right. Now to set the trap.
No, this
The
like what
Okay.
sort?
mechanism has been
This is, it's not even a real plane.
Re-enable it.
You take off and then you just like
Actually, I think it is a real plane, but it's everything else is fake.
send the plane into the base and then jump out.
I don't like.
Well done, Initiate.
Look.
I
I'm a
don't think
hitman. I'm not an agent of chaos,
waiting to
which
help
is probably going to upset a lot of people when they watch this series. Like, what do you mean you're gonna do it all stealth?
You're playing it straight, as in, you know,
It's
this is the
the
character.
game wants you to. The game specifically puts up a big, huge message that says, "Oh, you killed a dude. You killed somebody that wasn't the target. Bad on you.
So-
You'll lose $10."
If you do this, if you do a mission in a really crazy way, does it like have like crazy plot things that happen? Like does it have like a zany like, oh yeah, hey,
Maybe I wouldn't know.
this guy died in the toilet.
We gotta go over the safety protocol.
I would not know. That's the thing.
Must we really?
Because
Okay,
I'm
fair
playing
enough.
it. I'm playing this game so incredibly straight, but I'm also just like, it's what the game wants you to do.
Uh-huh.
Like, legitimately, they set up these sort of like super contrived circumstances so that you do them, right?
Yeah.
Like, they give me coins so that I distract people, and then I choke them out behind the bush. This is gonna be a series.
Yeah, whenever somebody throws a coin into the bushes and I see it, I'm like, oh, I gotta see what that coin is.
No, I mean, they're just investigating sounds, but, you know, it makes sense. That's why it's like I said, I could just throw a brick over there if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I gotta do is just make sure nobody sees you, right?
Yeah, sure. So, now you've got to lure your target to the plane. Convince.
I'm not luring him. I told him that we gotta do some safety protocols,
I would call that luring.
which is why it says initiate safety procedures right there.
Cockpit, please.
I think that would be like the definition of luring somebody. Like, hey, just get in that
I
seat.
told him, hey, you gotta come with me. We gotta, do safety stuff in the plane. It's like, it's not really luring. That's like something that happens every single day.
Yeah, you get killed during the safety protocols. Oh, what about that guy who was suddenly interested in having
Step
to do
one.
safety drills?
Strap yourself in.
No, they were talking about having to do safety drills. That's how I figured out that we need to do this in the first place.
Oh, okay.
Didn't you hear that conversation at the beginning of the mission?
I can't hear anything from the
Step
game.
2. Locate.
It also has, subtitles too. I did make sure those are on.
I can't hear words.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yes, we found it.
I guess that didn't really make much sense when I said that, but whatever, let's go.
Didn't it?
Now just pull the ejector seat handle.
Yeah, I mean, that's it.
Target down.
I'm picturing the Kirby Enthusiasm music playing. I don't know.
Yeah, you were saying before, it's just like, yeah, this is like Wile E. Coyote. Yeah, Hitman, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, though. It's like, there's a lot of stuff like that.
I guess
in
that
this
probably
game.
would have been better like a Freebird one.
Because I'm free bird. I was actually just listening to it's pronounced Leonard Skinner. because I wanted to do this thing for Death's Door. Because there was the camp of the Free Crows, and I'm like, I'm gonna make a bunch of Leonard Skinner references. And I did.
Yeah. It's funny that it made a comeback as a meme in like 2021. Like probably 50
It's
years
bizarre.
after.
Yeah, 70s?
Yeah.
Right? Well, Silent Assassin, mission rating 5 stars.
Is that
It's like, again, the game wants you to do it like this.
I mean, I think the game wants you to do it in a variety of different ways.
That is true.
Chopper leaves at dawn.
They just, but
They made a murder sandbox. You're supposed to use all of the toys in the sandbox.
but you're saying it's like this is the canonical way to play it.
So what happens
This is
now?
ending A.
I get, yeah.
You go back
Yeah.
into the world.
Okay, I mean you're getting 5-star
Stay
ratings.
on
It's
your
not
own
like
and
you're.
on the move.
I get
And
5.
when
You
will
saw it.
contact you.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, basically what I did was I choked out one guy, then I walked in there, then I walked back to a plane, and then I
Still,
walked
can't
out.
believe we beat
Yeah,
him
it's
at
totally,
his own game.
they never say you have to use the bow at any point in Horizon
Right.
Zero Dawn. So it's completely fine to play it that way.
I should tell you.
On your channel for
And you-
entertaining people.
Well,
Mania.
look,
Our
it's
teams
like
have no
when
records of
when
any
they
kind.
start of
And-
having the assassin targets have
think
you
we
know
called it the
flamethrowers
47.
attached to their legs
Not a name.
to prevent you
make
from
up
hitting
one.
them in melee range.
All right. Agent.
You're like, I object to the idea that my channel is here to entertain people. It is here to entertain them and spite them. Depending on what I'm feeling on that day.
I feel like it's like you have to have respect for the game too.
That is really realistic food. I mean, like, just the way that the light shimmers off that shrimp.
Of course it is. This is the trailer. You know it. I like that it looked like for a second he was doing the Street Fighter pose.
Yeah.
That's nothing. By the way, in the reflection of that scope was a rubber ducky, because that's another thing in the series.
Okay. These are still.
I don't know what exactly it is. I just know that's a thing in the series.
These are also. I know these are basically videos at a certain point. But these are really impressive graphics. My God.
Nobody ever.
Like I know that's
Again,
the
this is
point.
definitely just the trailer for the game.
And it
I feel like if somebody's, you would want to do that with Piano Way, right? Like not like just a bungee cord or whatever, right? Like
It is fiber wire. It's an item that you start out pretty much every mission with.
have
yeah,
changed
that
the
makes
world.
sense.
But I like to just choke people because I keep forgetting that I have that.
Like-
I'll remember later. Don't worry, eventually I'll get used to,
Powerful men have
actually
fallen
playing the video
by
game
your
and do it
hand,
correctly.
But by the same token, others.
I don't really
others
buy that shattering glass where the guy has enough time to
Realize what
fall
kind
through
of
in
world
bullet
you've been
time.
shaping?
I feel like it would kill him.
Does the ice
Like it doesn't kill him
Like I said,
within.
it's like if you are taking exception to that.
I guess maybe it's bulletproof glass and it shattered very slowly.
I live
Nah.
in that world.
There's the rubber ducky again.
Is bulletproof glass
I have
fistproof?
seen the consequences.
Almost definitely, it's very thick.
Okay.
That's what defines me.
Like it's one of those things. It's also like how you don't have windshields in cars shatter, for example.
Oh right, I forgot we weren't going to talk during cutscenes. Fuck.
I think we've kind of given up on that. It's just like, I know that it doesn't matter for the story, but given that these are some long missions, I was thinking that could maybe give us some time to like think about what we want to talk about next. Well, whatever. We're instead going to talk about rubber ducks and whatever.
Good evening, 47.
All right, first real
destination is
mission,
the
because
Paris
we're not
fashion
just going to
show
do the
by
tutorial
Sandwin,
stuff here.
one of Europe's
And I've
Like I
leading
said, I
fashion
actually know what I'm doing to start because I
Your
spent a long
targets are
time just kind of
Sanguinone
playing
Victor
around,
Novikov,
figure out exactly what the flow of this game is going to be.
And his partner, Dahlia Margolis.
And the answer is it's going to be a lot of me walking around and
An
looking at
iconic
stuff
power
until I figure out
couple
how
on the
I
global
want
fashion
to,
scene and two of the most dangerous
poison and then
people in the
drown all
world.
these characters in the bathroom.
Novikov and Margolis are in fact the
It's weird how like
ringleaders of Iago.
some of the graphics are clearly like
enigmatic
not as good.
spy
I don't know if
that
that's
deals
just
in the
your
global
settings,
elite's
but
most
like
valuable
that cutscene
secrets.
before looked
Unscrupulous,
amazing, and this is just like
opportunistic.
okay, it's decent.
Iago
That
has
was
caused
that was
disastrous
definitely the
security leaks
pre-rendered
all over the
trailer
Oh,
cutscene,
okay,
so of
okay,
course
yeah.
it's going to
Crimean
look good.
separatists caused a deadly meltdown.
Has to
at
be.
the
This
Odessa
might be.
nuclear power
This,
plant.
this is,
Iago gave them
I mean,
access
this
to
is
the plant's
again. It's like this is
security
not
network.
even like the
And
first
when the
mission
Delgado
or anything
drug
like that. This
cartel
is the
shot
first
down
mission
President
in the
President
Hitman
Hernandez
1
and his
recreation,
family. Iago
which means
provided
that
the
this is
classified
technically
flight plans.
DLC that I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Now Novikov and Margolis have obtained
not-
a knock list
it's-
of British undercover
It's
agents.
gonna be weird how we
which they
do
plan to
this,
sell
but
at
it
a
would be
secret
weird to
Iago
play
auction during
Hitman
the
3
Sandwin show.
first, which is
So our
actually this
client,
game, and then go
MI6,
back to
need
Hitman
us
1
to
and
stop the
2.
ringleaders before the knock list ends up
Right?
in the wrong hands.
I don't know.
The
It's like,
Sandwin show will be
what can I say?
swarming with
I've already been
security,
commissioned to
and
do
Victor
all
Novikov will be
three of
the
the
focus
games,
of
so
everyone's attention. But despite his posturing, he is merely the money man.
Merely
The real
the money.
target is Dahlia Margolis. Beautiful and brilliant. She is a
like I said,
master
first mission in the
manipulator
original
and the
Hitman,
true
I do
brains
remember,
behind
was like
Iago.
killing this amusement park
targets,
magnate
a
who was
highly
very,
public
very
event.
sad, and then you kill him.
At first glance, an impossible task.
That is neat that they get
Then
the
again,
light
I
at
do
that
know how you
specific
love a
moment.
challenge.
Really, like, oh yeah, she's
I
totally
will leave you
rich.
to prepare.
So incredibly rich, so as to
Like, when
make it so that they have a cinematic bird's eye view.
when
of
when
the
a picture
house.
is taken of her, she instantly, spontaneously, like her diamond starts shining.
Yeah, you know how it goes. All right, so yeah, several different difficulties. I mean, I guess it's like we could probably do it on master. Like with the amount of time I'm spending in each one of these levels, we'll do it on normal difficulty. There's the fiber wire, like I was saying, and you get the silence pistol for every single one of these because you are a hitman. After
So
all.
do you choose your loadout, or is that just purely based on the
You
difficulty?
do.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like they got specific kill conditions. These ones pretty easy. It's a very forgiving sort of thing.
Yeah, is there a
Also
pacifist
get like
run?
the full write-up on everything in addition to the cutscenes if you want to read all of it, which I mean, hey, might as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can go pause the video if you want to read it. Look, I mean, we'll have a long time to get acquainted with these two, sort of. I mean, well, it's certainly the later missions. These ones, I mean, I already know exactly what I'm doing, so I'm just going to make a beeline right for the objectives.
Welcome to Paris, 47. The show is just about to start.
Ah,
This
it's a
is the red
lovely
carpet event of the
Paris
season, and
evening.
the guest list is a veritable
Which it's
contour
Paris
of the
because you can
global
very
fashion
clearly see
elite.
the Eiffel Tower in the
You'll find
background.
Victor Novikov
Yeah.
basking in the spotlight.
Or that might be
Dahlia
Tokyo?
Margolis hosts the heavily guarded auction on the second floor.
No, I know that I was taking a look in one of the last missions in,
Now, event
I think the
security
last
will watch
mission
the
in the
eye on any
Hitman 1
suspicious
thing
activity.
is Hokkaido, so
Oh,
be
okay.
prepared for that.
Oh, okay.
Not quite Tokyo, but
Good luck, 47.
globe hopping. All right, well, here we are. So, yeah, it's like it seems like the way you want to start out every one of these missions is pretty much just kind of walk around and see what people are saying. You can also use your detective vision to figure out exactly where the people you're going to kill are. Because, I mean,
Do people?
one of the things about Hitman that's kind of silly is that it does feel like it's sometimes an intrusive thought simulator in how it works.
You mean like the dream logic of how, or do you mean like the way that
No,
people
I
are
mean, I'm
killed?
just standing behind a person looking at somebody walking into the room and it says subdue.
Head of Sandwin and ringleader of Iago.
Or like if I'm standing next to somebody near like a balcony over water, it just says push.
I'm sorry, you
like-
don't get that. Like this is, I'm sorry, this is just you don't have a HUD. Like in your person, like you don't walk around seeing other people, and there's a
And just think, man, I could choke them to death right now.
yeah. I've got those wires, that
I
the
could
fiber
just
wire.
pick up this propane tank and throw it at somebody's. I mean, he is a hitman, to be fair.
Like I'm carrying a bag of duct tape up from the 24-hour store, and I'm like, I see somebody who's like, oh,
It's like you could just pick it up and then walk out the door, right?
Yeah.
Steal $24 duct tape.
Yeah, and I mean
That's Hitman's life.
And the thing is, once you kill somebody, you take money, out of the. Well, there is like a little thing on the right side of your vision that says plus, however many gold you got.
Yeah, all of your GP.
And sorry, it's hard to describe this because for me, that's just my experience of the world, and it's just weird that you're saying that that's weird.
Yeah. I mean, it's like there's actually no HUD in this game.
Yeah, there's a HUD.
If you didn't know, I don't know how. I don't even know what you're looking at right now.
Yeah, I mean, for me, Q subdue is actually that's mapped to my hands, but in this, it's like mapped to Q, like a specific button.
I mean, it's Q because it's cool to do. No, that's nothing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you didn't have anything.
No, I just started talking and then the words won't come out.
I'm an
choking
expert
now.
at-
Everybody's choking now.
Yeah, like
Time's up over blow. Back to spaghetti.
whoops, there's no gravity.
Whoops, there goes spaghetti. Better go capture spaghetti and hope it don't spaghetti.
Nah. You doing a Mario YouTube poop?
No, you've seen that stupid video.
I've seen a lot of stupid videos that we could.
You've seen Eminem Mom's Spaghetti, right?
I mean, I'm very familiar with the song. I'm pretty sure I've
For
seen
God's
that
sake,
one
go look
specific-
it up right now.
Is it just? It's just like the
Just
lose
do
yourself
it. Just
thing.
do it. Just
where
do
they
it.
put-
Just
fine,
do
fine,
it. Just do
fine,
it. Just do it.
Fine.
Just do it.
All right.
Listen to it as we are recording this. Try not to get the microphone to pick it up, though.
Mom's Spaghetti, sung by Eminem, is what Google says.
Yeah, it should have like 40 million views or something.
I've probably seen it. Let's be honest.
You've almost definitely seen it.
Did they do the whole song?
Yes, it's the entire thing. And music video.
Okay.
I mean, music video, sort of. I mean, you know what I'm talking about here.
So they just do this.
But I swear to God, I know that more than Lose Yourself at this point in time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. I like this. Yeah.
This is the first episode of Hitman, by the way.
Okay, I'm watching this.
We
How-
just started.
I'm sorry. I need.
Sorry, I can't hear more than one thing at a time.
Okay. Yeah. Same.
Don't worry, I'll handle the series for right now. All right. So at this point in time, I found out that one of the target's favorite, what is it, drinks or something. Now I know how to make it. I'm also dressed as one of the wait staff, so it's pretty much as simple as find the guy, and he's right there. So basically, since down in the basement's pretty easy to go and find some poison. It was really it's a fairly simple kill. I do believe that you can do a little bit more complicated stuff, but yeah, like the only real threat here when it comes to doing all this is one, finding that outfit in the first place, and then two, of course, not getting caught immediately by the person that, would normally find me. But hey, blending in is as easy as just kind of walking right up to the bar and then, standing there. Man standing emoji.
So
as long as you're just man standing emoji, it is as simple as that to not arouse any suspicion.
I'm sick of man standing, which is what grandstanding when a man does it. But anyway, yeah. After watching that, just my critique. I know it's a very, very popular meme. I've heard a lot of people reference
Okay,
it.
let's get into it. Let's get into the Dr. Inferno Firebird critique of YouTube poops,
Yeah.
please.
No, not YouTube poops. I love that shit in general. This one specifically, the problem with it, the basic problem is that Mom's Spaghetti is in the first 20 to 30 seconds of the song. A really good one would take something that doesn't happen for 5 minutes, and it builds up, it does references throughout it, and then when you actually get to the thing where it's 5 minutes in, then it does something different, right? Because that's a punchline joke thing. Like, once you get to the monster,
Yes, you're talking about that's close to like what the Buddy Holly riff.
what the triplets that he does that one
Yeah,
point.
you know.
at the end.
Wow, that was really well done. Good job, me. Thankfully he's looking away as I am preparing his drink, so I can just kind of do that. Anyway.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about with the Buddy Holly. Oh, you're talking about like from the Weezer song?
Yeah, so... No, I'm not talking about like a Buddy... yeah, I'm talking about... Are you unaware of the Buddy Holly riff?
Yeah. No, I just...
Okay, right now, go just like type into YouTube Buddy Holly.
I actually had already done that, and I was on the results. Yeah. Hold on. Let me just...
I don't know what the most popular... there's not like a singular video or something that I can point you to with that, but
The singular Amen break. The only video that has it.
if Amen break was memes...
Okay, so I'm...
it sort of is.
The first...
it's in like the more strict definition of memes.
The first... Google... The first,
anyway, yeah, the bodyguard just kind of let me walk right in here. It's a bad bodyguard, Victor.
Time to find Dahlia Margolis.
Well, anyway, it was the first one. Once again, I accidentally didn't press the drown button, so instead we just got a standard, choking out. And I'm actually gonna save for once. Why haven't you been saving up to this point? And yeah, I'm just like, dude, really? And he's like, yeah. Okay. Simple as that, I suppose. I mean, I suppose it is the first mission, but still. Anyway, this one I did a lot of scouting out immediately, but, it did also take, like figuring out exactly how to do this. So yeah, a guy on the front of the building looks a lot like Agent 47. And there you go. That's the shtick. Here's what it says for the actual mission story dealio here. And I think that you would initially find out about that. Well, I mean, you can find out about that just by like finding this guy in the back of the mansion, but also it's like you can't figure that out just by somebody says, "Hey, that guy looks a lot like him." There you go. That's kind of the basics of it.
Okay. I think I understand what you're talking
now
about. Now
educated about the Buddy Holly riff. Now give me a review of the YouTube poop.
Okay.
Give me the YouTube poop review for that one.
You mean the video where they're recreating
I don't know
Happy
of any
Days?
specific videos. It's just like it's a meme overall.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the meme that's associated with it. I just watched what the Buddy Holly riff is. I don't have a formal...
And?
It's fine.
Thoughts?
It's all right. It's fine. It's not great. It's not...
It's one of those things that's just like instantly recognizable. It's like the beginning to Never Gonna Give You Up.
I suppose.
You know the drum progression?
Yeah, but not as much. Like
really? You don't think you could recognize bum 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 bum?
Sweeping area. Over.
I don't know. Maybe.
Actually, I think that was in the air tonight.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I can feel it. Yeah, okay.
Calling in the... And of course, I threw that immediately right in front of the place where I'm going to stash this body so I can do it in one swift motion.
I want to be clear. We didn't script this out. I didn't have to like do something for 12 minutes and we wanted to like a pretext. That was just... We actually just got really distracted.
No, I'm just surprised that you are not intimately familiar with Mom's spaghetti.
Well, on the surface, I like calm and ready.
Better go capture spaghetti and hope it don't spaghetti. Come on. Like I said, I know that better than
the actual song,
Lose Yourself.
It's actually quite a memorable... That's the thing for me, like that Lose Yourself, it's quite a memorable riff. Like you can just,
There's a lot of that. Yeah, Eminem's a very talented artist. This is known.
And that was a very solid song. I don't have that... I guess for me that meme, I've probably seen it before. It just is not very...
Why do you think it became a meme in the first place?
Because it's a funny thing to do. Like it is funny to...
because incorporating the words "mom spaghetti" into a rap track is funny.
It's already in the rap track though, and putting it out
Yeah,
of
but
context.
you can make it that much more.
Remind me again. Where were
That's
we
the
supposed to
point.
Second floor.
Okay, now this has gone from review to mom spaghetti
be? Want me to drop by
explained.
now, or-
I understand why it's funny.
Today we're gonna do a deep dive into the phenomenon that is mom spaghetti.
Well, I want to be clear. I'm
the most memorable and good part of "Lose Yourself" by Marshall Mathers,
You know,
aka M&M.
You showed me this mission, and we actually had a lot of constructive conversations about like the Paris thing, like the Napoleon room and everything. Like, oh yeah, this is pretty.
Yeah, we were
historically
initially like
accurate.
doing this for the thing, and then I started throwing propane tanks at people's heads because intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, see, I have those in real life.
Anytime you see a propane tank, you're just like, man, it would be. I can see the exact arc I would throw that at somebody's
I've
head.
been banned from every hardware store in the tri-state area.
Go
Yeah,
on last.
My God, even Lowe's.
especially Lowe's.
Oh my! What? How did you get
On-site-
banned from Lowe's?
It's on site. That well, probably the propane tank thing, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, actually, that's true. I mean, it's like you did throw a propane tank at somebody's head.
Appreciate it.
And it made a very satisfying, clanging sound when it hit. But also, they were in the hospital for 3
I actually, they had an all-you-can-buy sale at 2x4s, and I might have.
Okay, I want to stop you right here. Every store is an all-you-can-buy sale.
Yeah, but they advertise it, and I bought 200 2x4s, and they're like, "We don't have any more." And I was
Wow,
like,
you're telling me that I can exchange currency for these items? What a deal!
After I bought 200 of them, they said, "No, you can't buy any more. I'm sorry, you can't just. We don't have any more in stock." And then I sued them because it said all you can buy, and I could buy.
Okay. Suing is not throwing the propane tank at somebody's head. How many times do I have to?
I still
explain
had
this to
about $50 in my account. I could have bought like 3 or 4 more at least.
you? We have to talk about how many propane tanks you are buying.
I feel like it makes me really out of touch that I don't know what a 2x4 would actually cost. Like,
Actually, that's true. It's like you did say 2x4.
it's 8.
I don't know either.
It would be 8, right? Because it's 2x4, right? 2 times 4.
Yes, it's $2 Well, actually, I mean it's $2 to buy 4.
All you can to buy.
All to buy. Okay, well anyway.
All right, this
yeah,
is a
so
disaster.
Hitman just kind of like blends into any role that he does in the stupidest way.
I really like the lighting in this like catwalk thing. Or is that what you'd call it?
It literally says leave catwalk
Okay.
if I press space right now. So
Okay.
yes.
Are you gonna return to the catwalk?
No, I just did my little spin on the catwalk
Okay.
there, and now we're done.
Okay.
Do a little turn on the catwalk. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah. There you go.
I'm sorry. I'm getting I'm getting like so many basic references wrong right now, and I truly
No,
deeply
I got it
apologize for
wrong
that.
just now. I thought it was a return.
You didn't even know Mom Spaghetti.
I knew it. I've heard of that meme.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
aware of
easy
it.
to say now that you literally watch it as we were doing this.
I guess I thought it was like I didn't realize there was an actual video. I thought it was just like a meme thing where people would say "Mom Spaghetti" instead of it, and somebody had done
I mean, it's also a meme thing where people say Mom Spaghetti.
like that feels like that wasn't the original version of that. Like probably people were doing that as soon as it came out.
Well, yeah, probably. I mean, that's. I would. Okay. Are we doing the Mom Spaghetti explained YouTube deep dive again?
No, we're out of it. We're out of the.
Oh wait, not this place.
By the way, did you know that Harry Nilsson, like he's like a musician that famous for the Beatles, really liked him, and one of the things that he did,
Oh, yeah.
he did New York City and Everybody's Talking. You've heard of him.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I know. I'm familiar. I'm slightly familiar.
Anyway, at one point his songwriting method was that he really loved listening to the Beatles songs, but he would always forget lyrics, so he'd make them up, and that turned into his whole songwriting career. I mean, and he's a great songwriter, like he's really good, but just forgot Beatles lyrics.
The girl is bright.
I guess it's one of those things where it's just like shoulders of giants, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. Good artists borrow, great artists steal, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That would be her father. CEO
I mean,
Pretty much
John
exactly.
Highmore.
Yeah.
Jessica is your way.
That's what whoever said that
Get
quote.
his
Did you say
trust.
Pablo Picasso? I don't think
Highmore
it was him.
consulted
Yeah, I feel
his
like he
planning
stole
approach.
that from
I
someone.
want to know with whom.
He probably
All
did.
right. Consider it done.
And that's for
Why
you.
am I dunking on Pablo Picasso? There's no reason to.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I respect that guy.
Good choice.
Anyway, so
Are there any Picassos in this building?
Got trouble.
yeah, no. I mean, this is a museum, so I guess it wouldn't be entirely like unreasonable.
There's that famous painting of Napoleon, and I don't know.
Anyway,
what that is.
hey, thanks for the cyanide. And yep,
Well,
just gotta put the hot dog inside of the donut.
I mean, I took French class. They went over all those artists. I'm vaguely aware of every.
He's a
French
Spanish
artist.
artist.
Was that? I know Pablo
He's a
Picasso.
Spanish artist.
Yeah. See, in my mind, I had already made the jump to French artist because of the Napoleon painting, and I didn't say that because that's effective communication in the media. So,
Sorry about that, Helmut.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Toast to a fruitful
So yeah, I mean the
collaboration.
cereal poisoning, I guess, is just how I decide that I'm gonna do this one. Whatever.
are you doing poison for a lot of these?
Probably because
It is the
I don't need to take out a gun to poison someone.
Is it a deadly poison usually, or is it usually like okay?
That was, I mean, I was literally given cyanide, so that was a deadly
Yeah,
poison. But
okay.
the previous one was,
just
the
get them-
vomit, the rat
yeah,
poison.
go
so I
to
just
the
kind of
bathroom.
followed him into the bathroom and
That seems like
killed him there.
a high risk, high reward thing, because yeah, probably somebody can get to the bathroom, but otherwise they're gonna just start throwing up, and then it's like, oh, what happened? And it's like, oh, we found rat poison in your well.
Okay, they're gonna figure out when the model that I shoved inside of a dumpster wakes up and is like, yo, there's a guy that looks like me that threw me in here.
Like, I may be bald, but I don't look like that. I'm sorry, you guys need to like pay more attention to my eyes.
I mean, come on, he's got like thick makeup on.
Uh-huh.
It's an entire thing. So you see what I'm saying? It's very easy to look. I'm pretty sure Agent 47 here was like literally cloned, designed, whatever you want to say, however you want to describe that, to more or less look like generic model man.
Why would you take a helicopter? That's just like there's going to be a
That's a good question because people are going to be able to very easily figure out where the helicopter went. But whatever, the game said it's cool.
Okay.
Go for
There's
it,
going to
dude.
be a video camera of a helicopter taking off minutes after this guy's time.
I mean, I walked on the catwalk.
You did your turn, yeah.
It's like no, they know what this man looks like, which is to say, the guy.
So is this
Yeah,
unlock?
and here's the point where I'm just like, okay, just skip it all. Yeah,
is it
geez.
just unlocking places in there that
Well, that was unlocking different starts that you can do. Like you can be
I
in
see.
the stylist area, or you can be, like a part of the security crew. But then it's like there was also, I think, like loadout things. So I can now have a sniper
Moscow?
rifle and like poison and like
Kamarov is gone.
deadly poison
I
that
set
I
him
can
up
do
as
stuff
a
with.
language spy. It's quite the scandal of the
it's funny that
FSB.
these people are having this
His death
conversation in
will
such
not
a
be
cinematic
investigated.
way.
Your turn.
What are you telling me that normally people
Very
don't
well.
look pensively out into
The
the
secrets of the global
thunderstorm when they
5
start
years of
talking?
work.
Like, there
Everything
aren't
we've collected.
actual cameras here. This is all a construction. The camera
This thing
is
makes
completely
WikiLeaks look
abstract
like a
and
gossip
invisible.
rag.
They don't need to like mug for the
The pen beats
camera
the
like
sword,
it's
huh?
there.
This is the most ridiculous
I
sort of
found-
hair splitting.
Whoever
I'm sorry.
wields The sword decides who holds.
All right, we're going back talking about mom spaghetti. Have you seen the Eminem text to speech stuff?
No, I don't
Smile,
think so.
Victor.
I mean, overall
The
AI
reputation is safe.
AI things have been pretty good, but I think
run
just like
along.
especially for
I'm
whatever
sure you have
reason,
pretty
Eminem
dresses to attend.
he's well suited to
I feel like because he's probably got a huge corpus.
saying dumb things.
Like he's got a big corpus of text.
Victor.
So it's like you can really like.
Good
There's a
luck
lot
with
of
the
training.
AI's
data.
been pretty good at sussing out stuff even from just
I
a
have a feeling
relatively small
It's going
amount.
to be the one you'll be remembered.
God, how easy would it be to recreate me?
Yeah, that's a sad question.